All right, welcome. Let's get started by finding a comfortable seated posture on your sticky mat. And we'll take a few moments to settle in with a pranayama. The pranayama is so important because it starts to tune out the day, immediately gets us present with our body, helps us focus and center. We're trying to practice slightly different than the way we live our day-to-day moment. Our day-to-day moment of the day is forecasting past and future. But this yoga practice can be done purely in the moment, purely experientially, purely felt. But we have to sort of train and focus the mind to be able to just appreciate my body's experience of this moment. And the poses they're flowing into each other. There's continuity there. But we don't have to be forecasting. We don't need to be looking for what kind of pose I'm going to end up in. As a matter of fact, looking for what kind of pose I'm going to end up in is a surefire way to really not quite grasp what you're capable of. And so we start with a counting of our breath. We're counting the length of our breath. And this just focuses our mind on the length of our breath. So I'm going to lead the first couple. We'll do 4 counts in, 4 counts out, 6 counts in, 6 counts out. And then you're going to do a couple more. And I encourage you to just choose your own number. So you might just inhale and maybe you get to 8. And then you'll exhale, maybe you'll get to 8. And then the next one you inhale, maybe you only get to 7. And so then you exhale 7. So just try to make your exhale the same length as however long you inhaled. But watch that breath, that present moment breath. Count that length and then just mirror it with your exhale. We'll do the first 2 at a 4 and 6 count. Then you'll do a couple at your own pace, counting in your mind. So you exhale the air. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A couple more rounds. You keep control of the count. Keep going. Keep your focus. Count the length of the inhale and then match it with the count of the exhale. Train your mind to focus on the breath, not on distracted thoughts. Good. Now linking the breath with the body movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back slightly and open the chest and chin. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms in front, hang the shoulders and chin or forehead. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms up. Tilt to your right. Inhale, arms up. Tilt to your left. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your right. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your left. Inhale, arms up. Keep them up and change the cross of your legs. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms forward. The same sequence. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Moving and breathing, that's all you have to care about. Inhale, arms up. How wonderful, a privilege. Exhale, hands in front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, tilt to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your right. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your left. Inhale, arms up. And then drop your hands by your sides or on your knees. Long, deep breath. Try to keep your spine relaxed but astute. Try to lengthen your breath here. Another one. Bring in a full breath. Good. Now count the length of the inhale. Long breath. Count the length of the exhale. Make it be the same number. One more time. Count the inhale. Match it with the exhale count. Begin the sequence again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Pull the shoulders back. Open the chest and gaze skyward. Inhale, arms up. Slide the hands forward. Release your shoulders and skull. So a little bit deeper movement now. The breathing should make the body a little more open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back, leaning back, taking the pose a little bit further. Moving with the breath, a little more fluidity. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, arms up. Crescent to your right. Inhale, arms up. Crescent to your left. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your right. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your left. Inhale, arms up. Hold the breath and bring the legs up in the air. Hold for both. Breathe here. And put the other leg in front. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Open your chest. Lift your chin. Shoulders squeeze back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to think about. Except the simple movements you already know. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, arms up. Crescent, let's go to the left this time. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your left. Inhale, arms up. Twist to your right. Inhale, arms up. Stretch up to the sky. Unhook the legs, bring the legs out in front, boat pose. Breathing. You can touch those toes on the floor if it's a little too early for boat pose. Keep breathing. Just watching the practice happen to you. An empty witness watching. Nothing to think about, nothing to concern yourself with. Just be in the practice. Let's rock forward, tabletop pose. And take 5 cat cows. So inhale, the ribs drop, chin and tail lift. Exhale, ribs lift, navel draws in. Head hangs. Inhale, chin, chest lift, ribs drop. Exhale, round. Moving with your breath, even a little bit of rocking can help. Inhale, dip. Exhale, arch. Draw the navel. Inhale, dip. Exhale, arch. Draw the navel in. Inhale, dip. Exhale, arch. Good. Inhale, stretch out your right hand, left leg, one motion. Exhale, place them back down. Inhale, left hand, right leg. We're going to go back and forth. Try to stay in control the whole time. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, right hand, left foot. It's alternating, just alternate. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, left hand, right foot. Nice and fluid, constant motion. Back. Inhale, extend. Right hand, left leg. Exhale, touch. Perfect rhythm, breath and movement. Inhale, extend. Exhale, touch like you're reaching out. Reach out with that right hand. You got to grab something. That left hand. Exhale, back. Keep alternating. Inhale, stretch out. Stay with it. Touch back. Inhale, reach out. Leg and hand, same height. Touch back. 2 more. Inhale, reach out. Touch back. Last one. Inhale, reach out. Touch back. Good. And then sit back, child's pose. Sink your hips to your heels. You can round your back a little bit. Nothing to think about or worry about or concern yourself with. Just watch. Be in the experience of having the body, having the breath, and being able to spend time with them. Okay, nice simple posture flow. We're going to come back and forth between cobra and child. So you're going to rock forward. You can bend your elbows as you move. So you kind of like keep your elbows bent and slide forward. It's a little more intense on the shoulders, a little more energetic work, or just keep the arm straight. Exhale, push back. You keep the arm straight. It's a little bit easier effort-wise. Inhale, come forward, cobra. Exhale, push back, child's posture. Inhale, come forward, cobra. Gaze over your left shoulder. Pushing back. Inhale, cobra. Gaze over the right shoulder. Exhale, push back. 2 more. Inhale, cobra. Gaze left. Exhale, back. Inhale, cobra. Gaze right. Exhale, back. Good. Let's come downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Just push down through your hands. Hang your skull. think about opening the shoulder, keeping a lot of stability and engagement where your arms meet your shoulders and where your shoulders meet your torso. Just think about that area where the arms meet the shoulders, where the shoulders meet your torso. Keep that area stable and strong, but push the crown and push the chest away from the hands to open that area at the same time. Now let's come back down tabletop and then sit back up, kneeling posture. You're going to support your low back with your hands and look up at the sky. And then exhale, if you can, you're going to keep your hands off the mat, just on your hips. You're going to hover your forehead just a few inches above the mat. It's a little bit of core work. Inhale, come up. If that feels like too much, you just put your hands on the mat and you can rest your forehead. Come back down. So we're extending our hip and opening our chest. So we're opening the hips, opening our spine, opening our chest, and then flexing the hips, rounding the spine. 2 more of those. Inhale, up. Exhale, curl. Just watching breath and movement. Such a simple practice. Just an easy reward. Just not having to be concerned with your junk, with your narrative. The next time you come up, reach up to the sky, open your arms. So you're fanning your thumbs back to open the shoulder and chest a little more. Breathe here. And now step your left foot forward. Left foot forward. If you have a blanket under your right knee, that's just fine. You can keep the arms open like this. You can put them on your low back. You can put them on your knee. And push your hips. Sink your pelvis towards your heel. And then back out a little bit. Just do that 3 more times. Sink the pelvis towards the heel. And then back out of the pose. Good. Let's step back. Kneeling posture. Curl back down. Inhale, rising back up. Open the chest, take some deep breaths. And then step your right foot forward. Choosing your arm placement. We're going to pulse. Sink the hips towards the heel. Inhale out of the pose. Just go back and forth a couple times. Opening the hip this way. Constant breath connection. Let's step back, kneeling posture, and let's lower down. Place our hands back by our feet this time, and rest your head, in fact, on the mat. You're going to take your hands out in front of you, and you can do this on your knees, or you're going to lift your knees off the ground into plank posture. We're going to hold our plank, but keep a continuous breath, and you're going to count the length of those inhales to occupy yourself, to stay in this present moment, because every mind would love for plank pose to be over. So we don't think about advanced plank here. We think about plank just ending, but plank's not ending. Plank is happening. And so count the length of your inhales. And then make the length of your exhale the same length. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Keep going, your own count. Good. Lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down from cobra. Inhale, cobra. Pull those elbows in, pull your shoulder blades back. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Tuck your toes and see if you can push back up. Plank pose. Join me in plank. Here we go. This is called Samavritti, when the inhale and exhale are counted at the same length. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3. 2 more times, your own count. Exhale all the way down. Good job. Inhale, cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Turn your fingers out a little bit as you lift up into cobra. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. And push back up. Plank pose. One more round. Count the breath. And then push back, downward facing dog. Great work, great work. Good, and you're gonna walk your feet forward or walk your hands back, doesn't matter, into a forward bend. Focus on your feet a second, try to make sure that they're the right distance apart. So you can really push down through your feet, through the whole of your foot. Mindfully become aware of your whole foot, where the pressure tends to just naturally distribute from our habits. And consciously, evenly distribute the body weight. Consciously, evenly distribute the body weight between the heels, the balls of the foot, and even the toes a little bit. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, send your left arm up. Exhale, squeeze your right side, pulling your right hand down your leg. 3 breaths here. Inhale, open the left rib. Exhale, squeeze the right rib. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, squeeze the left side. Inhale, 1. Opening the right. Exhale, squeezing the left. Inhale, 2. Inhale, 3. All you have to do is watch the movement and the breath. Inhale, back up. And step your left foot forward and your right leg back, warrior 1. Pose a nice long warrior 1 today. Push out through your front knee. Keep the back foot planted. Back foot planted. Reach up, interlace your fingers, and try to point your index straight into the sky. And if that's available, you can think, can you look up over the tips of your thumbs? If you can look up over the tips of your thumbs, open your front ribs even more. Breathing in your warrior 1. Good, straighten your front leg. Level 2, you're gonna keep your hands bound, and in front, level 1, you're gonna just put your hands on your hips or down your front leg. But level 2, you actually keep those hands out as you reach forward. And you keep reaching forward with the index as you hang your head now through your arms. So it's like your arms are by your ears or the back of your skull. And then breathe. Once you're in your shape, breathe and deeply experience being in this posture. It should be quite rigorous, whatever variation you choose. It's the mental clarity, the mental tenacity to stay present. Good. Bend your front knee and wind up. Keep reaching forward as strong as you can. Reach forward into warrior 1 all the way up. And then take a big step out of your posture. Good. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your hands against your outer legs. And grow your spine. Breathe with a rigor. Breathe with a fullness. Watch your experience. Good. Take a big step back. We're going to go our second side. So the left leg is back. Right knee is over the heel. You can, the thigh becomes parallel. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up. We can interlock the fingers. We're going to get the index to point straight into the sky. And if you can balance, you're going to look up over the thumb tips and bring the ribs forward more. Breathe, warrior 1. Good. Back to neutral gaze. Straighten both legs. This is Parsvottanasana. You keep those arms extended and reaching forward now, or you can let them go to the earth or your hips. You're going to choose a variation where your mind has to stay focused. Your mind has to stay engaged with the rigor of the pose. When I keep my arms out and I hang my head, I have to work on making sure I don't lose my balance. This keep my mind tethered to my breath and body. Okay, a few deep breaths here. Experience, witness this pose. Good. Bend the front knee. Reach those indexes forward and up. So you have a nice long crescent extension. Beautiful. And step out. One move, if possible, into mountain. Breathing. Good. You keep the legs together. Wonderful. If not, you can separate them hips distance. Squeezing the inner thighs. And reach your arms up, sitting down chair posture. Going down into forward bend. You're going to place your hands on blocks or on the floor. And flat back pose. So push down through your feet evenly. Push down through your finger pads evenly. And extend out through your spine. Flat back posture, Ardha Uttanasana. We're going to place your hands on the mat if you're not already and step back. Downward facing dog pose. Concentrate on the shoulder today.
where the arms meet the shoulder, where the shoulders meet your torso. Let that feel stable, but then open it. Stable, then open it. But pushing your crown and pushing your chest away from your hands. Let's walk back forward and come up. Let's put our left foot in front and our right leg back. Warrior two posture. Warrior two posture. Press through your feet. Lift your ribs and lift your chest. And on your exhale, draw your core in. Draw your navel in without collapsing the spine in any way. Good. Bright, open-hearted warrior poses. Those arms are out like wings. You know when you stick your arm out the window when you drive a car, you just like put your hand out or you're in a car that's being driven, and you put your arm out the window and you let your hand kind of glide in the fast-moving wind. This is the way the arms should feel in Warrior Two. They're being held up. You don't have to hold them up. There's no struggle. The inner strength of a warrior holds your arms on top of your body. Good. Inhale, lift up the left arm. And then exhale, triangle pose. So straighten your front leg and place your left arm inside the shin or inside the knee, reaching up through the right arm. Use your eyeballs. Try to make your shoulders and arms one straight line. Good. Now press down with your feet. This is for the sciatica, John. You're going to press down with the feet and concentrate on pressing with the inner foot a little more. Concentrate on pressing with the inner line of the foot a little more. So you rotate your sit bones back just a little bit. Then open your chest again to come back into balance. Good. Inhale, back up. Warrior Two. And take one big step to the front of your mat, mountain posture. Breathe deeply. So easy to let the thoughts take over. If you breathe deeply, counting can help. Body stays limber. Let's change sides. Nice long stance today. Open your arms out. Gliding wings for arms. Lift up your ribs with your breath. Draw in your core with your exhale breath. Just experiencing. You can feel it. You can feel the thoughts want to take over and say, this pose is hard. I want to complain. This pose is boring. I want to complain. Be with the sense experience. The sense experience and this breath is in the present moment. The complaining is not. The complaining is the desire to move into a past or future. Inhale, lift up the right arm. Exhale, straighten the legs as you come into triangle posture. Pressing your inner leg against your outer right arm. Use your eyeballs to line your arms and shoulders into a perfect pillar. Trikonasana. Okay, that cue from last time, that little nuanced cue. Again, don't get caught up in the minutia. Better to breathe and feel. Is to press with the inner seam of the foot so that the sit bones move back. And then lean your shoulders back to find balance. Good, that's really good. Inhale, come back up. Take a big step out of your posture. Mountain pose. Squeeze the legs together. And exhale, chair posture. Bring your hand in front of your heart center. Bring the hands a little bit away from your chest, maybe 8 inches. And now just turn your ribs. And so my chest is still straight out in front of my hand, but it's turned. It's all turned to your right, my left, your right. And then see, if you can keep the hands in front of your chest, maybe bring that opposite elbow, the left elbow, to the right knee. Sometimes we just move our arms and we don't actually turn our chest to do the twist. Good, come back up. If you can turn the whole upper body, not just the arms, you can twist to the other side. Inhale, back up. Let's place our hands on the mat and step back, downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. And then come down to kneeling posture. You're going to kick your left toes out so they're almost off the mat. And you're going to open your right knee up into the air. Stack your arms, so baby side plank. Lifting up, and then just focus on making this left shoulder and left hand very stable on the mat. Very good. Very good. Now, you can extend your right leg straight behind you, straight out to the back edge of your mat. Keep breathing. If you want, you can take your left leg straight, so your legs are in full side plank pose. Breathing. But always choosing a variation that you can maintain, because if you're just falling out of the pose, you've gone into a future that isn't your future. Your mind disconnected from your body and breath. You thought you were going to find a future that was not a manifestation of this world, this dimension. Good. Let's place both hands down, rotate into plank pose. Breathe here. 2, 3, exhale. 1, 2, 3. One more of that. And then lower down, sit back, child's posture. Very good, resting. When you're ready, you're going to come up to tabletop. So we work this pose in stages. We don't want to choose a variation that we can't maintain, we can't keep in the present moment. The mind is always seeking usually more ambition or more stupor. But we just want the mind to be with the body and breath. Open the left knee to the sky. Open the left arm to the sky, trying to align your
arms and shoulders. So this, I think everyone in the class certainly can do. If you'd like, then you can extend the left leg straight, or even extend the right leg straight. And now you're in your level. Your mind is in this present moment with your breath and body. Breathe. If it's struggling, count the breath. Oh gosh, count the length of the breath. So frustrating, but well, your mind's frustrating, isn't it? You need to rein it in. Good. Place that hand down, plank pose. Let's count the breath. Inhale. Count the exhale. Count the in. Count the out. One more time. Good. Place your knees down, cross your ankles, and sit back. Good. Boat pose. Bring the legs together and lift your shins up. Squeeze your arms against your legs. Breathe. Be with the presence. Even if it's a little bit of difficulty in your core, be with it. Don't abandon the moment for a false future. Good. Slowly lower down until your back is on the mat and point your toes up into the sky. Keep your toes reaching to the sky. And slowly lower your right toes to about 6 inches off the mat. And then slowly bring back up and alternate legs. Keep breathing and alternating. Keep breathing and alternating. You have nothing else to think about. Nothing else to concern yourself with. Just letting the breath move and the legs alternate. Empty the mind of your world. Good. Bring both legs back up. Reach up. Try to touch your toes with your fingertips. You can pull your head and shoulders off the ground. And then let's rock up to a seat. Cross our legs. And then place the hands. Step back, downward facing dog pose. Walk the feet forward, forward bend. Focus on keeping your feet very balanced. How wonderful that you have something readily available all the time to be in the present moment. Now, a lot of people, they do actually think about their body a lot, but they don't think about the present moment body. They think about their aches and ailments and how they got them, and they think about how they could be skinnier, fitter, or blah, 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 blah. When you think about the body in the present moment, you feel this moment, these sensations. Inhale, rise up. Reach up to the sky. Let's go warrior two again. Left leg in front, right leg back. Then take your left elbow to your thigh, your quad. And take your right arm out in a straight line from your back heel, side angle pose. Line it up with your eyeballs.
Breathe. Push down with your left elbow. Push straight into your leg. And lean back some. Good. Now take that top hand and reach it down onto a block or onto the floor next to your front foot. The back foot can stay where it is, or turn the heel up as you rotate and stack your arms and shoulders in a straight line again. Breathe. Use the breath to take this pose further. It goes into the moment. The body just opens into your awareness, as opposed to your mind trying to dictate a shape. Good. Now walk your left foot wide, so almost to the edge of your mat, and drop your back knee. You can place your left arm inside your left shin. Place your left arm inside your left shin. You can stay on straight arms, or you can bend the elbows. I'd rather you actually just bend the elbows as low as possible than come to your forearms today. Bending the elbows and keeping them against your ribs is a great way to stay present. Straight arms is wonderful too. Let's also make sure that our left foot is flat on the mat. In one motion, you're going to try to step your right foot to mirror your left leg. So you're stepping into a squat pose. Inhale up. Warrior two, left leg back. Side angle pose, right elbow push down. Make a straight line with your left arm. Breathe. It feels like a miracle to me. Really, you think how many folks can't do this? They can't access being in their body. No opportunity for a break from their mind. They think about their body, they have a self-talk about it. But here you're contemplating, really. When you're engaging the body and breath in this way, the pose deepens on its own accord. Healing can happen. Okay, place the left hand down, and you're going to twist, maybe make it a twisted lunge, or keep that foot planted, the back foot. And let's see if we can just line our arms and shoulders. Good. Drop the back knee and walk the right foot wide. Right arm is inside the right shin. So we keep arms straight as version 1. Version 2 today is just to bend the elbows right against the ribs. Breathe. Okay, you're going to step the left foot to mirror the right. One motion. You land in a squat. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's concentrate on some balancing now. So again, if you'd like to use the wall for balancing today, move to the wall. Plant the right foot down first and take the left foot up into tree. Press the left hand on the knee, and the right hand will actually press against the outer leg. Remember the foot in forward fold. Concentrate on making the whole foot feel balanced. Again, the sciatica thing here, John, is to just weight the inner foot a little bit. And now the foot that's squeezing, so you can see my right foot is squeezing my inner thigh. I think you all have your left foot squeezing your inner thigh. You squeeze, you push against the inner thigh, and then you move the thigh muscle, the inner thigh muscle, back. This can release some tension, make some space in the low back and hamstring. So you push the foot against the thigh. And when that muscle is kind of grabbed against the bone, you slide the foot to slide the muscle tissue back. Then you should be able to actually, just even if you don't have this low back or sciatica issue, you should then just feel a natural ability to kind of sprout your chest, sprout your ribs, and gaze upward, making some freedom in your low back. Good. Release. Root down through your left foot and bring your right foot up. Tree posture. So in order for that to work, you really have to be able to make sure you get your foot all the way against your inner thigh. This won't work against the shin muscle. You gotta get it all there. Calf. The shin muscle. Calf. All the way up to the inner thigh. So if you want to do that little nuanced trick today, talking about sciatica a little bit, you just weight the inner foot of the standing leg a little more. So that means big toe mound, and inner heel, just a little more, 60-40, 65-35. And then push the tree foot against the inner thigh so you feel the muscle connect to the bone. And then pull the foot back so the thigh muscle is rotating just slightly inward. It's called inner rotation. That should release some tension in your low back and hips. If you feel that spaciousness, you then can lift your torso and upper body out of that space. Good. Release back down. All right, so baby warrior 3. Bend your knees. Arms are back like wings. And you're gonna lean your, sort of open your chest out and lean your belly muscles against your thighs. And let's draw our right foot back and up. We've got both knees bent today. Both knees are bent, so it's like you're diving warrior 3. And then from here, start to straighten both legs and open your heart, sail your heart forward and out, full warrior 3. Drop back, warrior 1. Open up and exhale, step out of the pose. Bend your knees, resting your belly muscles against your thighs. Open your wings and draw your left toes back and up. So this baby warrior 3, both knees are bent, body rests against the thigh. You just hold this pose for the duration. Or start to extend out through both legs and soar your heart. Drift your gaze forward. Drop back, warrior one, open up. And step out of your posture. Close your eyes a moment, feel the inner body. Just witness what the body's going through in this moment. Good. Shift into your right foot, bring up your left ankle and hold the ankle. Then, if it's available, hook the ankle on the thigh and bend the standing leg. See if you can get the fingers to blocks or even to the floor. And maybe you can keep bending and you can lift your heel, lift your standing heel, and see if you can get your shin against your upper arms. Ooh, this is pretty tight pose. You know the arm balance, go right ahead. And let's press back up, come out the way we came. Back up, lift the ankle off the thigh, and then release. Let's hold the right ankle. This could be enough of the pose today. Remember, when we were jumping, we see the other folks on the camera, you see me demonstrating a version that you want to try, but then your body wobbles and falls. This is the mind pushing the body into a future, a false future, because the body didn't get there. Rather, watch the breath, this body, and see where the real future unfolds, which is really just the continuous, the ever-changing present moment. Hook the ankle, start to lower down, bending the standing leg if you want. Think about the fingertips going to the floor. The ever-changing present moment is different than fantasizing about a future. Lift the heel, maybe get the palms to the floor. Back up the way you came. Release. Standing in mountain pose. If you need a quick sip of water, go ahead and take one, or just a quick little break. Come back to mountain when you're ready. A lot of hip stuff today. Just one more quick little arm thing before we settle down. Bring your arms overhead and hold your elbows above your skull. Pull your elbows back. Just gently take one elbow back as you take the other elbow forward. So you're just kind of twisting. Just feel the shoulders, ribs and spine interacting and loosening up. It goes all the way down to your hips. You maybe you can feel it in your knees, but you don't need to You need to twist your knees. Twist everything in the upper part of the body. Okay, if you change the interlocking of the arms, if that's manageable for your mind to figure out. Good. Now, pull one elbow behind the head more. And breathe into that space. The other elbow, so other side. Let's come down to a squat posture. Releasing the pelvis, releasing the low back. You can feel the fascia of the low back and the glutes to the sit bones. It flows downward in this pose toward the heels. Not under, but downward. When you're ready, you're going to take a seat and lie on your back. With your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. With your knees bent, feet flat on the floor, lift your hips up, bridge pose. And just kind of wiggle side to side, walking your shoulders under your body more. Got a lot of space under your neck, under your shoulders. And then lift your hips up and see if you can bend your elbows today and actually hold your hips on the heels of your hand. You don't have to. If you can't do this, you actually put some blocks under your hips instead. Heels of my hands are holding up my outer hip bones. And now relax the inner thighs, relax the inner groins as you breathe and bridge. Good. Press your feet down and lift your hips off of your hands. Try not to let those knees go wide. And then lower your hips to the earth. One more bridge pose. Do the exact same variation. But this time, keep your hands off your hips and just keep the muscular engagement to lift the hips. Arms can be on the mat. Breathe 5 deep breaths. Come back down. And then use your abdominals to lift yourself up. Perhaps sitting on a support. Let's start by taking a wide-legged stance with our knees bent so we can easily grab our toes. Easily grab our toes. And we can easily, without straining our low back in any way, bring our body forward slightly. No strain, no tension to be here. You bend your knees as much as you need. And now keep the front body open as you slide your heels out any amount. Some of us will get straight legs, others will not. You're just going to be in your own body, your own present moment. Don't seek a false future. If your legs are straight, then you can drape your spine. Otherwise, keep working, keep being in this present moment, in this body. No false futures. False future in a balancing pose means you just fall over. A false future in a seated forward bend is a throw out your low back. So the stakes are higher here. Inhale, come up. Staying here, we're going to take your left leg, bend it in. Then you're going to take your right knee, bend it up. Hold with both hands. Bend again as much as possible. So I'm happy here. Very easy for me to be in this pose. No false futures. Listen to this body, this breath, this moment. As you start to kick the leg out, the front body stays open. Straight across the mat. Kathy, yeah, so heel slides along the mat. So it's a Janu Shirshasana. That's it, good. Good, now if we have the leg straight, bring your right elbow under and bring your left elbow up to twist your ribs. Inhale, back up. Let's extend the left leg out, right foot in. We start the pose today with the knee bent up. So both hands can easily grab the foot. Bring your spine forward without causing any harm. And then slowly slide the heel forward. Be in the ever-changing present moment. If your leg can straighten, bring the left elbow under and pull the right elbow up to turn your ribs. Inhale out of the posture. Last one of this set. Both feet are about hips distance apart or closer, and you're going to hold your big toes, one in each hand. Knees are bent. See if you can bring your low spine, bring your whole spine forward and up without causing any discomfort. And then slowly slide the heels out. If the legs can straighten, drape your spine. Be in your present moment, not a false future. Inhale, back up. Bend your bend your left knee so your left foot is flat, and give it a hug. Give the shin a hug and twist. Twist towards your left thigh. Just enjoy the simplicity of yoga. You do not need to concern yourself with any of your thoughts, any of your worries, at least for the duration of your practice. The masters say that the practice is continuous. It never is interrupted. For us, it's maybe just our Tuesday night here at 5:30.
But while we're here, make your practice continuous. Extend that leg out, bring the right leg in. Continuous means, should I catch myself interrupted by my false futures, by my thoughts and worries? Every time I'm gently reminded by Richard, I choose to practice again, to breathe, to witness this body in this ever-changing present moment. Just that, nothing more. You will get better at it with practice. Extend the leg out and lie on your back. Rest completely. If the yoga works, you'll forget even the body. You'll forget even the breath. All you'll have is the present moment. You might not even know where you are. You just need a taste of this. Just a moment of understanding. Makes the world of a difference. Stretch your body. And take a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Namaste. You're welcome to say some goodbyes. Otherwise, hope to see you next time.